This is a Metalhead's Perspective, back with another reaction video. I hope you guys are enjoying my content. If you are, please like and subscribe. Keeps me motivated to do this. The channel's been amazing. You guys have been amazing, and I love each and every one of you. Have a good one, and thank you. Alright, we're checking out IVE for the first time. I know very little about this group. I don't know their names, never heard their music before. I have heard of IVE, obviously. That's why I'm doing this reaction. I've had a few of you tell me a little bit about them. They're a super popular group, especially in 2023. They did really well in the charts, so very interested in checking this group out. Yeah, so let's get into it. Like I said, I'm going into the music blind. I have no idea what to expect. That's the way I like it. Going into these for the first time and then kind of figuring everything else about them afterwards. Kind of how I do things on this channel. I've done it with all the groups up to this point. So let's get into it.
날씨처럼 바뀔지 나조차 다 알 수 없으니 그게 뭐가 중요하니 지금 내게 완전히 푹 빠졌단 게 중요한 거지 아마 꿈만 같겠지만 분명 꿈이 아니야 달리 설명할 수 없는 이건 사랑일 거야 방금 내가 말한 감정감이 의심하지 마 그냥 좋다는 게 아니야
6 members. Oh, I like the transition to this part a lot better than the beginning. This sounds much better. I just chose 3 songs, one older, one about 6 months ago, and a newer one. I'll be checking out more of them. So far, the chorus has been the strongest part of this song. Oh, I like this. Little build up here, and then I assume we're going back into the chorus. Oh yeah, I like this part much better. They have great voices. Almost rap there. Almost. It was like mostly spoken lyric there than rap. They remind me of Twice. They're more on the poppy side of things. That's just what I can relate to for them. Quite different than, my favorite group, which is G-Idol. As far as this song goes. G-Idol and Dreamcatcher. That was good. I like that. A little bit more on the poppier side. That's not my favorite kind of K-pop. But their voices sounded great. The chorus was definitely the best part of this song. This song came out about a year ago, maybe more. Jesus, look at those views though. Very popular group. Yeah, so that was After Like. The next one we're going to do is I Am. this is the song I was told that did very, very well in 2023. Maybe even Song of the Year contention. Not gonna lie, I really hope Ditto gets it. That's just my personal opinion. I love that song. That song is, it's not like anything I've heard so far in K-pop anyways. Even the video was crazy, like a K-drama. But I heard this song is very, very good, very, very popular, did very, very well. So you never know, it could go any way. This group has been around longer, so they probably got a lot of fans, a lot more fans, maybe. I don't know. So let's check it out. This is IVE, I Am. So far, a better start. Oh. Oh, those are gorgeous vocal runs there. Nice, they're letting their voices carry a lot here. Oh man, they got great voices. This must be this sounds like the chorus, maybe? Oh yeah, this one's much better. I love how they let their voices carry here. Very minimal. This is my favorite part here. It's kind of hard to tell their individual voices though. They sound very... They kind of all have similar voices on first impressions here. I feel like it'd be much harder to recognize their voices. I like this part though. Cool. Cool. I like this song much better than I like After Like. I Am is a much better song to me. A little bit more my style. It didn't feel quite as poppy as the other song. I come from a very metal background. I've only been into this K-pop scene for a half a year now. Has it been a year? Half a year? Somewhere around there. And like I said, my favorite groups are G-Idol and Dreamcatcher. I love those groups. Big fan of New Jeans also, just because they're very just out of the spectrum of all the other K-pop I've heard. Same with like Dreamcatcher, very out of spectrum. They're kind of out of the pocket for K-pop. And I love the talent in G Idol. Self-produced group. Very, very self-produced group. Very distinct members, very distinct voices in that group. I could go on and on about G Idol. But anyways, this is about IVE. Like I said, it's kind of hard. I was having a little bit of a hard time distinguishing the voices. I feel like I think it was 2 members so far that have done kind of like that rap part, the spoken lyric part. It's not quite rap. It's close. Has a little bit of bounce to it, They had the more standout parts, to more memorable parts to me, and there was like a really cool high note in here. I don't know how many members did that high part in here, where they hit a really high note. That sounded really good to me. But like I said, their voices weren't as distinguishable to me, and that's probably just because this is only my second song. It's nothing against the members; they all sounded wonderful. I'm just saying, other groups that I've heard, I've been able to just immediately pick up on very unique and distinguished voices. And if you've watched my channel for any amount of time on my K-pop, I love the really low voices, very unique voices in K-pop. Oogie, just to name one, Dami from Dreamcatcher, to name another, Minji, love her voice from New Jeans. There's quite a few out there, very distinguished voices. Yeah, and you would catch that on watching any one of my videos. Really, really, very characteristic voices, very different voices. Really catch my ear in K-pop. I'm looking for that in this group. They give off a very girly, girl crush, very poppy, almost Twice feel to me, like aespa and Twice, kind of gave me that same vibe. Very, very, very good groups. I have all the respect for them as well. And these, like I said, it's just not my favorite type of K-pop I've heard. I love all music, don't get me wrong, and they sounded amazing. I'm just saying, I'm looking for that in this group, and so far they kind of all had the same sound there. They sounded amazing. I'm not taking that away. You can sound very similar in your cadence and vocal textures and nuances, and still sound good. I'm not taking that away from them at all. All right, we're going with IVE, Baddie. I think this is their latest release, actually. I was kind of looking for some older, kind of in the middle ground, and then their newest stuff. Like I said, I will be checking out more. I think I have 6 other songs planned. I'm going to do like a part 1, part 2, and a part 3 reaction video to this group, because like I said, they're kind of like, what do you guys say, like 4th gen leaders in that regards. I know, like, there's a big debate about all of that. Stray Kids, is it ITZY, is it New Jeans, because New Jeans is doing the best in the charts globally, and internationally? Is it IVE because they had a big run with this song? Is it G-Idle because of Queen Card, in 2023, and they've been around the longest, and there's a whole big old debate about all of that crap that I don't like to get into. I think they all have their respective spaces. So it's a weird concept to argue about. Everybody's going to go for their favorites, right? There's a lot of stan culture in K-pop as well. Whether they did well or not, people are going to say, "Well, this is the the fourth gen leader. This is the best group of this year, and this, that, and the other thing." There's that too. Just throwing out all of the accomplishments. I've I've seen a lot of weird comments. A lot of weird debates. Yeah, it's a very weird dynamic to think about. I think any group that can chart well should be, why does there only got to be one group? The fact that there's multiple groups fighting in that space is good for the industry. Trust me. It isn't Taylor Swift over and over and over and over and over and over and over again every time she rehashes her old new songs, and they chart again number one in the United States. It's not like that. There's no competition for her. If she puts out something, it immediately goes to number one and sits there for 12 weeks or something like that, Whereas I've looked at these melon charts since the beginning. I know like New Jeans in this group and G-Idle. I think it's like one of the BTS solo members. Akmu, who I'm checking out soon, all have like has hit that number one spot as far as like in that melon chart space, so that's good. That is a good thing, and they all should be considered leaders in K-pop. They all have an audience that drives this music forward, and that's what makes a leader. It's not a leader that puts down other music spaces makes for a bad leader. I bet every one of these groups, from ITZY to G-Idle to Dreamcatcher to to New Jeans to all the boy groups, 17, Stray Kids, NTC. I got a couple of these groups preloaded. I think it's like NTC. I can't remember. But, these groups, TXT, ATEEZ, it's a good thing they're all competing against each other in those higher charting spots. Because it drives for better music, it drives for more music, it drives for competition. But I guarantee you they all respect each other, and they would never want their fandoms, their fans, the stans, the groupies, the worshippers, that treat these groups like deities. They would never want them to hate on each other in comment sections or on Twitter or Reddit or whatever. They wouldn't want you as a fan. I guarantee it. If they see you mistreating another person's fandom, they wouldn't want you as a fan. If they could speak their mind on it, they would tell you to get lost. And then there's groups like BTS and Blackpink who just stand on their own no matter what they do. Those groups can release 30-second teasers that chart better than any of these groups. It's just a fact. They're just on their own spectrum, they're probably what a lot of groups want to aspire to be. But I have seen some of the worst comments, the worst people come out of some of those reactions that I've done to those two groups. Not saying, 99.9999999% of their fans have been amazing, very helpful. They've really pushed and drove my channels to certain ways, and they've been really respectful. A lot of them have understood that, well, it may be not my favorite music, that, but, and that's okay. And it should be like that. But there's some that just say, oh, BTS has been number one since the beginning, since, they're the ones that have, this group wouldn't exist without BTS. And that may be true, that they, of course they push the industry to levels that has never been seen before. But you have to like that group more than any other group, because of that is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I just wanted to get a couple of those things off of my mind. Those are just some things I've experienced here recently in my comments section and elsewhere. But I have all the respect, even though it hasn't been my favorite music, I have all the respect for this group and what they've accomplished, what they're accomplishing, what they've done, and that's okay. And let's see where this next one goes. This is their latest release, and I'm looking forward to it. A little tangent there, sorry about that. I'll put chapters in my video to kind of make it easier to go just to these reaction parts. Anyways, let's get into it. We got IVE, Baddie. This is their latest release.
Baddies.
Cat humans, so-called
So-called
baddies.
Cat humans, so-called baddies, are ruining our society.
Baddies are ruining our society.
I'm a baddie, pretty little risky baddie. 모든 절대로 되라.
Right off the bat, a little bit more character in the beginning.
나는 없어 거기 이미 어차피 못 찾을 테니 catch me if you can. Nothing with the regulars. 내 뒤에는 bluebird runs. 더 솔직하게 말해줘. 착한 척은 지겨워. 우리 앞선 룰이 의미 없었어 굳이. 유행이 돌고 돌아도 난 그 틀에 없어 이미. I wanna break, I wanna kick, 뛰어놀래 시끄럽게 다채로 매력 수많은 변치 위에도 빛을 발하지.
That was the best like hip hop vocal I've heard from them so far.
I'm a baddie, baddie, pretty little risky baddie. 뭐든 될 대로 되라지. Catch me if you can. Baddie, 나는 없어 거기 이미 어차피 못 찾을 테니 catch me if you can. And feel pop like bubblegum. 내 판단을 믿어 난. 할 말도 많아 참. 모자이크 없이 spit it out. 난 지가 잊혀봤어. 그 누구도 can bite me. 원한다면 come try me. 언젠 you're invited. 난 thriller.
Oh yeah, the hip hop in this has been a lot better.
I'm a baddie, pretty little risky baddie. 뭐든 될
Not my favorite part here.
catch me if you can. Baddie, 앞서서 내 길을 막지 가뿐히 날아올 테니 catch me if you can. I'm a baddie, 어딜 그리 바삐 가니 뭐든 될 대로 되라지 catch me if you can. Baddie, 나는 없어 거기 이미 어차피 못 찾을 테니 catch me if you can.
Oh yeah, I like this breakdown.
I'm a baddie, 어디 그리 바삐 가니 뭐든 될 대로 되라지 catch me if you can. Baddie, 나는 없어 거기 이미 어차피 못 찾을 테니 catch me if you can.
Is that it? That is it. Um, I like the hip hop in this song more than the other two, but I think this is the weakest song by far. It was a little too repetitive for my liking. That Baddie part went on way too long, and they repeated that part way too many times. It sounded good. Their voices sound amazing. You can tell there's a lot of talent in this group. You can definitely tell that. This showed a little bit more uniqueness in that regard. Just because of a little bit more of the hip hop and bounciness of the song. But I think this is my least favorite out of the three I've heard. Yeah, the visuals are amazing. Not my favorite kind of videos either. I think that's it for like the like negative side of it. Other than that, like I said, I can definitely tell they're an incredible group. And they got a little bit more edginess than Twice. I think they're kind of in that same spectrum. A little bit more edgy, a little bit more bouncy than Twice. Twice really, what I've heard, leans into that like cutesy girly imagery. This felt a little like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely a spot and a space, and to some people that's their favorite kind of music. This is on the other end of K-pop for me. It's not my favorite. I said that in my other two videos that I've watched, but still, it was good. I would listen to it again. Absolutely. I wouldn't turn this down if it came up on the radio or a playlist or anything like that. Yeah. Like I said, I will be checking out. I think I have 6 other songs of theirs. That I'm going to be doing. It'll be a part 2 to this, and a part 3. I'm going to do 3 songs, then another 3 songs. So look forward to that. I'm looking forward to checking out a little bit more of this group, and hopefully you guys dump a bunch of information in the comment section about their names, who are they. Yeah. I've kind of went on a little tangent there, and it was just to say, hey, even though it's not my favorite, it doesn't sound bad, and I hope you understand that. There's levels of sounding good, and there's your favorites, and then there's songs that you like that that are on your everyday playlist, but there's songs that you repeat, and you listen to over and over again. This didn't quite have that for me yet. IVE did not hit that upper echelon of my favorite music yet. I'm saying yet because I have a long ways to go to check out this group. But out of these 3, I think IM is my favorite. So yeah, this is my reaction and first time checking out IVE. I hope you enjoy it. Don't take everything I say to heart. It's just a personal, honest opinion. You can have your favorites. You can disagree. Just don't be mean about it. Have an honest conversation. I'll meet you in the comment section if you do. I promise you. The second you talk down on others and talk down about opinions or this, that, and the other thing, I won't give you the time of day. Yeah, I educate me in the comment section about this group. I will definitely be checking out more. like I said, they're a big group. They're a big group in this space. So I have all the utmost respect for them, and I look forward to what's next. Anyways, have a good one and stay K-pop.